Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book haul for you. I didn't actually buy that many books this month because A, I don't have any money, and B, I bought so many books in January that I honestly have so much to read at the moment that I really didn't need anything. But as it often is the case, you know, my resolve shatters when I see bargain books, and my local bookstore had like a sale, and so I bought some, and then I bought some more on full price because no restraint. That is pretty much me, unfortunately. So the first book I found is called Man and Superman by George Bernard Shaw, and I really wanted to read this book. I've been wanting to buy this for a while because a friend of mine recommended this to me, and she said it was really funny and really good, and so, you know, I just picked it up because it was $3. It doesn't have the prettiest cover, I gotta grant you that. It's actually pretty ugly, but you know what, doesn't matter. The book is supposed to be good, so... Oh, it's actually a play. Interesting to find that out. Well, it's supposed to be good, so... yeah, we'll see. Sticking with the classics, this time one with an actual pretty cover. This is The Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy, and I have never actually read anything by Thomas Hardy, even though I wanted to, and also just look at the cover. Yeah, this is actually the Penguin English Library edition, and these are so pretty, and they're also usually expensive, so I was glad to find this reduced. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. So usually my biggest problem with finding books on sale is that they're part of a series, and then I buy like the third book of a series but never own the first one, and then I never start the series, and it's just the chaos of me buying books that I'll never actually read. So I was really happy that for this series I actually found 2 books, and this is the first and the third one. So, you know, could be worse. Could be a lot worse. I could only have this one. So the first book is called The Iron Duke, and it is the first book in the Iron Sea series or trilogy. I don't know how many there are altogether, but it is by Mel Jean Brooke, and it is steampunk romance with a lot of very graphic scenes. I actually enjoyed the first half of the book infinitely more than the second one, probably because we got to see all of the world building, and it's just such an awesome world. It's really intricate, and there are even zombies. Zombies in a steampunk universe. Like, what? Mind blow. But in the second half, it got kind of boring because it was mainly just a lot of sex scenes, and while I don't mind that in itself, I mind when it takes over the story, and when it just kind of, when the story itself just kind of becomes like a filler between those scenes. I don't know, it was just too much for my liking, and then the story got kind of like, what the hell is actually happening? So yeah, I mean, it was a decent book. I enjoyed it, I definitely enjoyed it, but you know, maybe not for everyone. And then I also found Riveted, which is the third book in this series, and I haven't read this one yet. And then the last book I got for a bargain is Hunted by PC and Kristen Cast, a book of the House of Night series, and I am really kind of ashamed for buying this. Not because I'm embarrassed to read this book, but because I already owned it and I had completely forgotten about it. So now I have just 2 copies of this. And then I bought 2 books this month on full price. The first one is Heart of Steel by Mel Jean Brooke. This is the second book in this series, and I wanted to just keep on reading because I just really enjoy the universe. I do. I enjoyed this one a bit better than the first one, probably because she had toned down the sex scenes a little. I kind of feel like she got that out of her system in the first book, and then now makes a bit more of an effort to actually write a good story. So yeah, probably that was the reason why. And I found the characters to be very appealing, especially Archimedes Fox. I think he's so awesome. If he were real, I'd just be like, oh my gosh, you're like the coolest person ever. It probably has also something to do with the fact that in the Iron Duke, the male lead is just such a chauvinistic asshole at times that I can't. It reminds me too much of 50 Shades of Grey, where it's like, duh, the guy's being a total fucking asshole, but no one cares because he's hot. So that was like, ugh, I was a bit iffy about that. So yeah, I prefer this one. The woman is kind of more the badass in this book, so yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more for obvious reasons. And then lastly, I also bought Unravel Me by Tahiri Mafi. If you follow me on Twitter and or Instagram, you already know that it really bothers me that this book has decal-edged pages. Because I don't like it. I know some people do, but it really bothers me. Like, if you want to make a book look old, make the whole book look old. I'm fine with that, but A, make it an option, and B, don't just roughly cut the pages, because that's just, it doesn't look deliberate. It looks like you were sloppy and did a terrible job. So no, I do not approve. Okay? Well, now that I got that out of my system, yeah, Unravel Me. I really love this book. I'll talk about it a bit more in my wrap-up video, which I'll try to film now if I come down from my caffeine high ever. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and I love the cover of this one. I really do. I hate that they changed the cover from Shatter Me, because now it doesn't fit anymore. But I think actually that this looks a lot more beautiful. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below telling me if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Have a lovely week. I'm gonna see you guys soon. Bye!